Today I'm reflecting on my relationships with people and my trauma when I feel hurt. So I've had friends who, well, I thought they were my friends. I've had people in my life who I've talked to and engaged with and had fun with. And sometimes some of those friends end up ghosting me. And I've always handled it in a way that I'm not very proud of. You see, in my ideal self, I am someone who is very emotionally secure. I'm very stable. I'm very unreactive towards triggers. And I know I'm not there yet, and I have compassion for myself that I'm not. But I want to be better at handling situations and people when I feel either abandoned or unloved. I don't want to react to their negativity by running and hiding, which is what I usually do. For example, if you, my friend, you hurt me in some way, you make me feel like I'm unloved or unworthy, I would probably delete your number. I would not watch your statuses on Instagram. I will probably mute you. And I'll try my very best to not interact or like even notice your existence. Like I would try to hide myself from you because I kind of feel that trauma of being abandoned and being unworthy. In actuality, when people kind of pull away from you, it's not because you're unworthy per se. They're not looking at your worth as a person. They usually feel something that makes them feel uncomfortable, and it might not necessarily be you. It might just be something in their past or like a trauma that causes them to distance themselves from you. Unless you're really toxic and you need to work on that. But most of the time when people leave you, it's usually due to their own fears and their own inadequacy, not necessarily a reflection of you. They just have their own ideas and ideals, and that's not a you problem. People ghosting you in of itself is a rude thing. I don't want you to look at yourself as I'm unworthy or I'm a bad person. If you know you've done nothing wrong to them, I want you to look at it from a more practical standpoint, a more objective standpoint. Ghosting someone in general is just a rude thing to do. If you know someone is enjoying your company and all of a sudden you just decide to abandon them and leave them, then the person is not wrong because they never expressed why you're leaving. If someone in your life is making you uncomfortable somehow and they don't know that they're doing anything wrong, they're just trying to be your friend and they're trying to be nice and they're reaching out to you, and you just suddenly leave, you can't make them the bad person in that situation because they never expressed what it is that was going on that was wrong. It's like your communication towards the issue was poor. So if your friend is doing something that you don't like, in a good relationship, communication should be the first step. You should be able to say, hey, I don't like this about you, or this is making me uncomfortable, because people will not understand where you're coming from if you never explain what's going on your end. Even if you want to take some space, which I get, some people want to take their space, that's fine. But we have a communication problem in this society. People are just leaving situations without any clarity. I mean, how are we supposed to grow if we don't understand what it is going on between us as people? Yeah, poor communication. So I'm trying to heal a part of myself that reacts negatively towards someone distancing themselves from me. And if I'm being honest, it's just a hurt part of myself trying to reciprocate hurt. That makes any sense. You abandoning me or leaving me or distancing yourself from me makes me feel bad. It makes me feel you don't care about me and that I'm unworthy. So then I, in turn, will try to not pay you any attention or to ignore your existence to make you feel like you're not worthy either, or I don't really care. It's a self-defense mechanism. Want to protect myself and to make you feel how I feel. I want to stop that. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be that person who hides and tries to reciprocate negativity. In my ideal self, when someone hurts me, I would just be compassionate towards myself and the person. For example, if you stop talking to me, I would just be like, okay, I will not ignore you. I will not avoid you. I will just be who I am, holding my space, holding my peace, and holding my compassion. And I find that it's all a self worth issue. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that 99% of their issues are due to having low self worth. Because someone abandoning us or ghosting us triggers a part of ourself that talks to us and says, hey, you're unworthy or you're not good enough. And that part of ourself is what we need to accept and we need to listen to and look at and give it attention and be compassionate towards it. The more compassion and attention and awareness, which is very important, we have to be aware of it. The more awareness we have of it, the easier it will be for us to not enter a reactive mode, to not reciprocate negativity. But I think it starts with self-compassion and awareness. When you can be like, I feel hurt, I feel unworthy, and it's okay. Then we create more space for an objective truth. Then we can be like, okay, it's not that I'm unworthy. This person probably has their own issues that they're dealing with that cause them to ghost and cause them to leave me. And that's fine. But that's what I want to get to. I want to get to a point where I love myself so much that whatever issue someone else is dealing with does not disrupt my peace and does not cause me to enter a self-defense mode because I know everything is all right. It's sad. Like you will feel sadness when people go see you. I used to go skating and I found someone I can skate with and it was really nice for a while. And then all of the excuses came in at a certain point of being always busy, which could be true too. But I felt like they never put in any effort or reached out after that, even though I still reached out again. And I reached out again and I got no response. People think this is okay. People think that, I'm not going to tell you what's wrong. I'm just going to exit. It's not okay. It's not okay to do that to people. And even though it's not okay, I can't do anything about that. I can't change people and make them communicate. If someone wants to leave, then they want to leave. I just have to be able to understand that it has nothing to do with my self-worth. They have their own issues. And I have to be compassionate towards myself, and then I can be compassionate towards them. But it's difficult. Sometimes you want to cry, especially if you really like the person. Especially if that friend, you really enjoy their company. But they might not have enjoyed yours that much. And there's nothing you can do about that. But yeah, today was a slow day. I made sourdough bread for the first time. It took me all morning. So I was exhausted. I didn't know if I was going to sit in front of the camera today and talk about my feelings. But I made it. I'm trying to do this every day. Talk about my feelings. Say what's on my mind. Not all the time it's going to be insightful. Not all the time it's going to be a lesson on growth. Sometimes it might just be me saying how I feel about something. And that's okay. It is a video journal after all. But yeah, give yourself compassion and please communicate to people. Please do better. And I will try to do better as well. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.